Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. Back in Pine Valley Zoo again, and I have been doing a few bits and pieces off camera, which I will show you in just a moment. So last episode I was working on all this new cliff face along here. I'm really happy with how this all turned out actually, so still a bit of work to do, but it's coming along really nicely. Now if you saw the last episode, you'll know that I was having a few issues with some pathing over here. So I've been quite busy off camera, and this is what I've come up with. So I had to completely hollow out this area here, build a secondary path here so that I could get these little staircases to link them in. I've then got one that's going to slope up here and go over the train and then eventually down onto the other side here. And then here what I've done, I managed to build a secondary bit of pathway here and then join them in with a bit of tunnelling here. I've also moved the two buildings that were under this cliff here, up here. Don't know if they'll stay there, but that's where they are for now. And because of I was getting with the pathway in, I've kind of gone ahead and I've actually put in the next habitat that I'll be working on, which is our clouded leopards, which was a suggestion from one of you, so thanks for that. I really like the idea of them being up here. So here they are, two clouded leopards. So that the habitat gets very thin here. I will obviously sort this out with some rock work to make this look a bit nicer. So they've got a nice hillside here with a pool of water at the bottom, and people can see them all the way along here and all the way up here, and you've got your entrance here. I put a little round area here so that like a little viewing platform. It's quite a spectacular view of the whole area if you look from here. So I'll do something cool with that at some point. So there's your entrance. They've then got a load of trees here, and if I look at their traversable area, they can go around here. Now the habitat was a bit tricky to get the barrier right, so I went with the chain barrier down to here, and you can see they can go all over this hillside, but I didn't want to do a barrier around here. So yes, in reality they could just walk down here, come down here and maul people to death. Or they could come down here and eat the sea lions, but they don't, because I've not got escapes turned on. So obviously they share a barrier here with the gorillas, which comes down to here, and then the rest of this is open. So technically yes, they could just come down and sit here, but so far they haven't really wandered down this slope too much. They tend to spend most of their time here climbing these trees, as you can see. They love these trees. They can go right up to the top of these trees, which is pretty cool. So that's just, it's temporary. I mean, it's not temporary, that is where they're going to be, but obviously there's a lot of work still to do on that. I just wanted to get the shape in place so that I could get the pathing structure in place here, just so that I know for sure that nothing is going to change further down here. So there we go. So that's all sort of a bit ahead of myself. So that'll be the next habitat that I do after I've done this one, but I've still got a long way to go around here as well. I do like this one, you know, so far it is coming together really nicely, but still so much more that I need to do here. And then obviously I'll think of something cool to do around here, so maybe some nice flower beds or something in these holes. I don't know. There'll probably be a habitat here as well. Yeah, we'll see. I've got ideas. I have ideas. I love the idea of some penguins, but penguins don't really suit the forest environment. But I may try and do something like that. I like the idea of there being water here, so have a nice glass edge here and have this as like a big viewing area of an underwater bit. Maybe for some penguins. You could have forest penguins, couldn't you? I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, let's crack on with our reptile habitat again, because this one is developing nicely but still needs quite a lot more work. Oh, where to go? So much to do. The cliff face and that here I'm pretty happy with now actually. I may do a bit more foliage work, but actually the look of this I think is pretty good, and I don't want to go over the top with it. I don't want it to look too busy. I don't want to hide all the nice rock work that I've done. So I'm probably sort of going to leave that for now, and then I'll decorate these top areas when I come up and do the rest of the pathway areas. I think what I want to do is sort of start down here and work my way up into this shop area here. Actually, I am going to put a few trees in the water. Let me just hypothesize with you what I wanted to put in here. there's a particular tree, and I can never remember which one it is, but they look really good in the water. Actually, do you know what? I think it's my favourite one, isn't it? I think it's my umbrella tree. Let's have a look. If you've watched this channel for long, you'll know that I absolutely love these. Yes, you see, if you sink these down in the water, they can look really nice. They look like sort of swamp trees that are growing out of the water. Now, I don't know if this is going to look too big, but I quite like that, because it just gives the animal something to kind of swim in and around. I'll have to check the traversable area to see whether it messes that up, but I like the look of it at least. So let's just try it. I'd like to get maybe one over here as well if we can. See, this area might be a bit too small for this kind of tree. Don't know, actually. No, that looks alright, doesn't it? Let me just check it from up here. I don't mind that it kind of comes close to there, although it does block the view of the beach area over there a bit, doesn't it? Maybe just bring it over this way a little bit more. Get that turned so that it's not really sticking out into the pathway. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? Because then, yes, you can still see the beach nicely from there. I don't mind that it's overhanging a little bit. Right, let's just check the traversable area and make sure I haven't messed that up. No, it looks like they can still... Yeah, they can still come in and they can swim right around it, which is good. So they should look like they're actually swimming through it, I hope. Cool, okay, so I just wanted to get those in. That just finishes off the sort of the water area here. I'm not going to do any more here. I did at one point think about putting something growing out of the middle here, but I quite like this is kind of a viewing pond, you know? Stand here and look down and just see what swims underneath you. So I don't really want to do anything else to that. But let's come down here and see what I can do here. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is that I just want to fill this little gap here with some of this. Oh, our clouded leopard is about to mate. Forgot to turn off mating. Yeah, so let's just get that in there. I don't mind if we have some baby clouded leopards, that's fine. Now, obviously, these things here need a bit of terrain work because they've got rocks coming through the back here. So if I can open this up and actually have it so you can see the shop. Actually, let's bring that intensity up a bit and just push it back. Can't quite get rid of that because of the pathway, unfortunately. Oh dear, yeah, it's not great. I can't completely hide the rocks. I may have been able to do something about that if I destroy all the pathways, but I had so much trouble getting these pathways in. Do you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I will do the painting, however, because obviously we don't want grass growing everywhere. That just looks silly, doesn't it? So yeah, we can at least paint away the long grass. Right, and then let's come into here. Nothing too fancy really down here. I just want some basic shop fronts. Now what's going to look good down here? I think brick might actually look good down here. Let's have a look. Let's give it a go and see what we think. Do I want to continue it sideways? Let's have a look. Have it like a, yeah, like a solid shop front like that, built right into the side of the hills there. Yep, I like that. That's good. Now I do need to hide some of this stuff. I tell you what, actually, let's do a bit of plank work first. So let's get a bit of snapping going on. Whoops, silly lag. Okay, there we go. Right, let's see what I can do here. So I want to create a little. Oh, one day I'll get this right. Here we go. So, oh no, hang on. One more. There we go. Yeah, I want to create a little sort of fake worktop here, just so it's a bit more interesting than the one that's in game. Let's just take that about there. Yep, I like that. And then probably just take that back to cover up the rest of it as well. Excellent. Yep. Little details like that really do make a difference. I really, it's a very simple thing, but it definitely works. I just wonder if I need something at the top as well. Let's just move that up and see what we think. Yeah, I quite like that actually. It creates a proper little window, doesn't it? And then again, I can just copy that back like so. Good, yeah, like that. Now I just wonder whether I can get a little media thing in the middle here to cover up this annoying bit of pathway that's showing through. If I can get that in the center and then just bring it out enough, I can kind of make it look like a menu, can't I? That's what I'm thinking. Something like that. Actually, just move that down a bit so it's not poking through that wood at the back there. Looks like it's all built in then, doesn't it? Excellent. Now I don't suppose that any of these are going to really look like a menu, but let's put that on. At least it's got some animals and, I don't know, numbers and things. It's fine. You know what it's meant to look like. It just, there's only so much I can do with that. Can I hide this? I might just do a bit of rock work here. Tell you what, I haven't put curbs actually, have I? Let's come out of this and let's just come back into here and put curbs on this. Kind of finishes off the pathway a bit better then, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go, that's good. Now I was going to try and put a table in the corner here, so let's see if this will fit. Yeah, good, there we go. Let's get a table in there, that looks good. Clouded leopard is about to have offspring, that's cool. I feel like I want... Ooh, let's think. Yes, that will look nice. Let's do this. Let's do a little bit of hedge work, I think, to cover up this. Let's get rid of all this. So yeah, I'm thinking let's bring that right down into the ground. And whoops, see if I can cover up all of this awkward pathway edging with some of this. Should look pretty nice if I can get this to fill it in and cover it up. And then eventually I will stop it, yeah, about there I reckon, and then kind of double it up and thicken it out along here. Okay, let's just come in here. Right, so this needs... Actually, let's come out like that. Hopefully this will just come down and meet that end. Just like that. Perfect. And then just a little gap in the middle here to fill in. Did I miss? That one looks... Does that look off? No, that's fine. Yeah, I like that. Just a little bit of hedging there. I'm just trying to think what's going to look good in here. Might just try a bit of flat rock work. Let's have a look. We've got this piece here. I can sink that in here and kind of cover this up as much as I can. Something like that. Just enough to hide that stuff. Yeah, it just kind of blends it all in, doesn't it? Ah, hang on. Whoops, sorry, I just popped your balloon. Didn't mean to do that. Right, that's just going to have to come back out. Okay, that's fine. A little bit of curb just shown through there, but I don't mind that. That's fine. I can live with that. That looks nice. It's a shame that we've got the barrier there. It'd be nice if I could lose that. I don't know that I can. Actually, I might be able to. Let's have a look. Railing on ground path. So if I get rid of it from here. Actually, yes, I can lose it from there because it doesn't affect anything else. Although, I can't lose it from that bit, annoyingly. Look, you've got that little bit just showing out there. It's a bit odd. But that's nice, actually. That opens that up. It makes it look like you could actually come out and walk onto that bit now. That's cool. I'm going to have to hide that, though. Maybe I could... Well, actually, is that still showing through at the bottom there? Yes, it is. Should have brought that out further. Just wonder whether I can just duplicate that across and have another one of them on that side. Maybe even just angle it like that and then get something else on there. Oops, there we go. Yeah, that's good. There's just a little bit of something showing through there. Is that... ooh, hang on. Oh, I clicked that then and I thought I'd got away with that. I thought I could undo that and then... Maybe it's... there we go, it's elevated. Oh, maybe that was the problem there. It was, wasn't it? It's elevated. Okay, so I didn't need that there, but actually I quite like that, so I'll leave it. But there we go, that's good. That's got rid of that. I don't mind that there's a bit of a gap here, that's fine. There's a gap between the cliff and that's not a problem. We haven't got a railing here anymore, which is a shame. Tell you what, let's come back into our rocks and just get a little bit of rock work in here, just to hide the base of this. So something like that. And then let's just see if I can get a little one at the end here to kind of cover this corner and kind of block it off a bit like that. That's fine. Yep, that's good. I don't think anyone's going to try and walk up here and disappear down that little gap, are they? I mean, let's be honest, if they wanted, they can just walk straight through this. So, in fact, I did think about that. I did consider whether I should change the change this, because you can get different types of railing. I think this is a good one. It's a bit more solid. Right, what do we think to that? It's more of a solid bit of edging, isn't it? Which I quite like. Hang on, let me just quit out of that. What do we think? I do like that because it just feels a little bit more secure here by the water, doesn't it? And it's a bit silly because obviously up here you could just fall off and plunge to your death, but ooh, I don't know. I do like the look of it actually, but do I want the railing? Because the railing is now here and here. I could get rid of this with the by moving the hedge, but you know what? The railing actually looks really nice. I'll tell you what. Let's get rid of that because I don't need that now. Ooh, actually, let's just see. Do I need to put, yeah, railing on elevated? Let's do that. And that kind of finishes that off. I might just do this staircase and have it stop up there and change. So this whole downstairs area is now this new stuff. I'm just wondering with this hedging whether I want this showing in the top or if I want the hedging put up or even put down. Unfortunately I didn't group it together, did I, because I'm an idiot. So let's just do that now and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, let's group that and then let's see what it looks like if I lift it up. I think I missed one there, didn't I? Actually, I think I've missed a couple. Dear oh dear. Right, what do we think? Yeah, I quite like that actually, but clearly I've messed that up. So let's just try and highlight these other bits as well. There's one there. I'm sure there's... No, don't want that. I'm sure there was another one in here somewhere that I missed. No, maybe it was just those two. Yeah, I think I like that. I like actually that you can just about see it underneath there. Okay, yeah, that looks nicer, doesn't it? That's good. Like that. Whoops, sorry. Now this wall here is a little bit blank for my likings. I could probably get a sign on there, couldn't I? What is this one? Is this Pip Shot Smoothies? Okay, let's see if I can find a nice smoothies sign. So a wall sign. Shops. Let's just type it in here. Pip Shot Smoothies. Okay. What do we got? Right, so that's a little one that could go above here. So I quite like that. We've got Fritz on this side, so I might try and do that as well. Oh, we've got a big old thing there. That's a bit too big. That's too small. Okay, let's try the Fritz. Yeah, because look, we've got... Ah, there we go. That's what it needs. Needs something like that. Because, yeah, it's not... I'm not going to be able to fit one of these in here, am I? No, clearly. Way too big. I wonder, is there... What does this sign attach to? It's a bit of an odd one, that, isn't it? You can kind of stick out the top of here, which is kind of cool, actually. You just have it sticking out the top of the hedge. So as you walk down the stairs here, if you're not sure that it's there, you see the sign, you go, ooh, and then you walk around the corner and go, ah, chips. Nice. Yeah, I quite like that. I just need to sink that in so it looks like it's actually attached to the hedge. Okay, that's cool. I like that. It's pretty simple down here. I didn't really want to go over the top. I might just get a bench or two here if I can. Oh, why is it going over there? Come on. There we go. Oh no, it's not. It's right in that. Ah, there we go. I can get one just on the edge there. That's kind of annoying. It's not letting me put one just here. Okay, let's... Ooh, how does that look? Right at the end there. That's fine, actually. I don't mind that. Definitely need bins. People are incredibly messy. Oh, sorry. This... I don't know what is going on with this computer today. It's really lagging and annoying. There we go. It's got a bin in there as well. Okay, that looks good. Happy with that. Not really happy with this front area here yet. It's a bit empty, isn't it? I feel like a little bit of foliage along here might look nice. So let's find this. We had our creosote bushes looked pretty nice, didn't they? But I don't want it too big, and I don't want it to block the view. I quite like the idea of hiding a bit of that under there. We had these ones as well, didn't we? Which looked pretty good. I'm not sure about the aligning to surface actually. Let's get rid of that. Hang on, let's just get rid of that one for a second. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I quite like that one. That one looks fine. And then we've got quite a big empty area here. I think probably just a rock or two in here, just to break up this wall. It's all looking a little bit, I don't know, a little bit samey, isn't it? Which I don't like. So just a little bit of rock here and there, you know, just kind of breaks it up, doesn't it? Don't want to go over the top with it. You just enough so that it, yeah, there we go. Just so it looks a little bit detailed and different. There we go. Good, like that. Right. So let's. I'm going to look at. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to look at lighting as we go along. So let's see what it's like down here. Yeah, it's a little bit dark. The shops are lit up just fine. I don't mind that. Just wondering about some lighting along the front here. I quite like the little lampposts here. These are pretty simple, but they certainly get the job done. Actually, I'll tell you what, might look quite nice in the hedge. Get a couple of these just growing out of the middle of the hedge. Actually, can I kind of? No, I think it looks good with a bit of a neck to it. Let's just get a couple of them in there. I think that's all it needs. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, this corner here is a little bit dark. I might be able to do a secret light here. I wonder if I can do this and yeah, just sink a light in, and it creates a bit of light without you seeing the light source, which I think works really nicely on little bits like that. Now, am I happy with this top bit here? I kind of am actually, although I might just see, because I don't think I've painted this bit, have I? Yeah, let's just make this look a bit more rocky. And right the way under here as well. Just a little bit of difference. Just makes it look a bit more hard and stony, doesn't it? That looks good. Don't need to do any more with that. I quite like that it's all rough and random. It really looks like you've chiseled this area out of the cliff face then, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that. Right, I'm pretty happy with that little area now. I think that's looking pretty finished to me, which is great. So let's move up. This area here, this needs a lot of work. This is going to be a whole episode at least just to do this, because I want this to look like a market. So I'm going to have lots of sort of stalls, you know, sort of along here, out in these open bits here, covering stuff up. I want lots of stuff hanging, so I want to do sort of a roof that comes right out over this pathway with like, you know, bunches of bananas and things hanging from the ceiling. I don't know quite how I'm doing it yet, but it's going to be interesting. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of work here on this tunnel while I'm here, just to see if I can get this looking half decent for the train. Because at the moment, actually, it's quite handy that the train is there. In fact, let's just pause, because then I can really see where the train goes and where I need to move the land. And get this looking good. I quite like that it's kind of carved through here. Well, I think I've just opened that up underneath, so I might need to just do something about that. But yeah, it does kind of look cool, doesn't it? Oops. Okay. Yes, so we've got a dodgy bit of land that comes out here. There's no need for any of that really. Let's get rid of a bit of this overhang here. And then I can just smooth this off. Not sure. Okay, let's just let it play on. Yeah, so I haven't quite finished that actually. Let's just keep pushing here just a little bit more. Make sure that, there we go, that looks good, doesn't it? Actually, I don't mind that there's a little hole under here. That adds a bit of character, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. Because this is going to have a roof on it anyway, so it just means that you can kind of see down underneath. So yeah, I don't mind that. I can work with that. Yeah. You got these supports coming down, but again, there's going to be a roof on the top of this coming right out to the front here in some way. It's going to be completely undercover, basically, is how I want all of this to look. But yeah, that's quite a big job for the next episode. Actually, let me just see about smoothing off this bit here as well, because this looks terrible at the moment. There we go, it's a bit better, isn't it? Never really finished this tunnel here either, so I need to do something under here. I quite like this style of edging that I created for this, so I might copy a bit of that into this tunnel here. That might look quite nice. Let's just have a look at the train. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it, actually? The train going right across the top there. Yeah, I like that. I like that it slows down here as well, so that it gives people a nice view of this area before they hit the peak, and then they go downhill, and obviously it speeds up a bit there, doesn't it? But yeah, that would be quite a cool view to get. Blimey, look at it. It really picks up speed through there, doesn't it? Cool, okay. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day there for this episode. So you can see now things are progressing. We've got a lot going on in this area. This is quite a major bit of the zoo here, and we've got 3 habitats on the go now. So I sort of apologise for that, because I don't like to do that. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It's just sometimes you've got to plan ahead so you know what you're working with now, you know. So yeah, there we go. So next episode I'm going to be working on this bit, and this is going to be very detailed. So this will probably take a couple of episodes, I would think, to get this. I'll start with this sort of tunnel here. And then I need to create something on all of these shop fronts here. And then we've still got other bits and pieces to do. A bit of detailing here with the land. It's gone a bit funky. I need to get some enrichment items in down here. Still need to sort out this walkway along here. I think someone had an idea of turning this into a tunnel, which I quite like, with a glass side. So I might have a look at that. I think if I can get this terrain to come further down, and then I can create a glass wall along here. I think that might have been Steve, Gardening for Health and Wellbeing. I think you suggested that, so I will certainly look into that. I like the idea of it. So yeah, haven't finished this cliff, this pathway here. The cave itself isn't too bad, but I might still want to do some more work on that. And then obviously I've got the whole of the tortoise habitat still to do. A bit more work to do up in this area of the crocodile habitat. You've got this walkway here. You've got this tunnel entrance here, and then coming up onto this bit here. So loads and loads still to do. Lots of ideas, but yeah, it takes time. I'm certainly not rushing anything. But let's leave it there for now. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you can hit the like button for me. That would be fantastic. We picked up a lot of new subscribers actually in the last week. So thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. Please do join in with the little community that we've got here. Give me your thoughts and suggestions, and hopefully we can keep on growing. So let's leave it there. Thank you very much. Do take care, and I will see you soon. Goodbye for now.